So Raphaël Varane has been speaking in the media recently, saying that he was surprised that Manchester United actually extended the Erik Ten Hag contract last season. Now, of course, Manchester United had a historically bad season last season. They finished in 8th overall in the Premier League, which is their worst season in the Premier League until now, at least, as things stand. They're obviously down in 15th at this moment, and I think they'll do very, very well to get back up to 8th by the end of the season. But Varane now, he's left the club. He left the club in the summer. He's now spoken openly that he was surprised that Ten Hag's contract was extended despite winning the FA Cup last season. So let's have a look at what's been said here, guys. Full article on thefootballchronicle.com as always. Former Manchester United defender Raphaël Varane has revealed his surprise at the club's decision to offer manager Erik Ten Hag a new contract last summer. Despite the Dutchman's fractured relationship with the squad, in an interview with The Athletic, the World Cup winner, whose time at Old Trafford coincided with Ten Hag's 2 full seasons at the club, spoke candidly about the complex dynamics between the manager and his players. "I was surprised that he stayed," Varane said. "The connection with the group no longer existed." Ten Hag, who guided United to the Carabao Cup and FA Cup during his tenure, was offered a 1-year extension to his deal following a dire 2024 season, which saw them finish 8th overall in the Premier League. However, just 4 months later, he was dismissed after a dismal start to the following campaign, with United winning just 4 of their opening 13 games, and they very much continued that form under Ruben Amorim since he's took over. Varane, who shared a complicated relationship with Ten Hag, found himself relegated to a bench role for a significant portion of last season, despite being a first-choice centre-back in the Dutchman's inaugural year at the club. The former Real Madrid defender revealed that he wasn't provided with any explanation for his demotion. "We had a robust discussion. We told each other some truths, but then I didn't play for almost 2 months. I said I didn't agree with certain ways of him doing things regarding the relationship between him and the team." Varane explained, "It wasn't something that I thought was good for the team because some of the players weren't at all satisfied. It was not good in terms of the relationship with the coach. He said, 'Okay, I hear what you said,' and after that I didn't play. He must have not liked what he said." Varane also suggested that conflict was a fundamental aspect of Hag's management style, citing the manager's tense relationship with Cristiano Ronaldo and Jadon Sancho as examples. Despite fighting off competition and injuries towards the end of the 2023-24 season and playing a crucial role in United's FA Cup final victory over Manchester United, Varane's future at the club remained uncertain. When the time came to discuss the option in his contract to extend his stay at Old Trafford for another year, the defender realised that he and the club were not on the same page. "I didn't know who the coach would be. I didn't know if they wanted to change the squad a lot or not. I had no visibility, so it's difficult to commit when you don't know exactly what you're committing to," Varane said. That's fair enough. I mean, that goes for all walks of life when it comes to jobs, of course. Football, no different. The Frenchman also highlighted the differences between the organisational structures at Real Madrid and Manchester United, stating, "At Madrid, they have a defined way of doing things at every level of the club. At Manchester United, it was not clear or defined enough to know how to recruit, how to play, how to communicate. There weren't the same procedures, process, structure." Varane ultimately joined Serie A side Como on a free transfer, but his career was cut short when he announced his retirement from football at the age of 31, just 20 minutes into his debut following a serious knee injury. Yeah, real sad that. But of course, he achieved a hell of a lot over at Madrid. Got a few trophies at Man United as well, of course, but yeah, he was incredible for Real Madrid for a long time, and it seemed as though he was going to be the next big thing, the next world-class centre-back. Injuries, brutal. Absolutely brutal at the end of the day. They don't take any prisoners, they don't choose who they affect, and unfortunately Varane retiring at 31. Who would have predicted that 10 years ago? Nobody really would have predicted that, to be honest. But yeah, interesting stuff that he's saying at the end of the day. Without being on the inside, we don't really know the ins and outs of what's been going on and stuff like that. But given how bad they were at the start of this season, it's not a surprise that despite winning the FA Cup, there was conflict and problems in the squad, and it's not a surprise they struggled the way they did, if that's the case. Again, it does seem as though a lot of players do well when they leave Man United, and it happens so often that you think this can't be a coincidence. There has to be more to this. There's something going on at Man United. There's something going on at Old Trafford, and whether that's still going on now or not, it's hard to say. But I'd be shocked if Amorim, we know that Amorim has, fallen out with certain players, Marcus Rashford being one of them. Whether that is right or wrong, that is a different debate. But the fact remains is that he clearly had, and there's probably not going to be, it's not going to be the end of it. There's going to be more, isn't there? There's going to be more that happened during his time, and how much time is he going to get? Well, Have to see. I mean, I think this season relatively he's going to get a free pass personally, but I also think that he might well need to win a bit of silverware too. If they stay down in 15th or in the lower half of the table, anything lower than 8th is their worst season in the Premier League. But their worst season since they got relegated, I think, as things stand. And that was all the way back in 74, 73, something like that. That's a long time ago. So, guys, we'll see what happens here. But yeah, interesting stuff for Varane. Is there an inherent problem at Manchester United? Is there something going wrong there behind the scenes? Given their financial woes at the moment, relatively, I'd say probably. That does permeate its kind of way through the whole club. When things are going good, positivity's there, and it helps, you know, fortunes both on and off the pitch. When negativity is there, when there's a cloud over the club, it's a very hard thing to shift. But yeah, your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, and we'll see you very soon for some more football content here on thefootballchronicle.com. Have a day, guys. Have a great week. See you very soon.